Friends, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I took a short off of the green line just now up to DD bands and looking for this little teeny weeny pullback, teeny tiny. Nothing too crazy.
Friends, what's up? Welcome to the stream.
Sorry, but for a double feedback there, whenever I stream on Twitter, I gotta mute that. So, welcome everybody. Hit that like button. You know what we do. You know what we do. A double dose of Matt. I took a short off DD band, teeny weeny short. Teeny weeny short. I'm talking teeniest of weeniest. I gotta figure out where I want to trade to though. A quickie little red line here. Teeniest of weeniest. Not reversal. Hell no. Hell no. This market is way too bullish. As I'm talking, it's moving. As I'm talking, it's moving. As I'm talking, it's moving. I wish I could just wish the market into existence like this. Little scalp, close and close and close and close. Close on red line. We took a close. Closed it all. That's it. It wasn't much. It was like 5 points. Close it out. God, I wish you guys could have even seen that. But you gotta go through the crazy intro screen. The intro is so important to the brand. All right, look, I got my camera fixed. Look, ladies and gentlemen, I got Matt in like full 2K here, or maybe it's 4K. I don't really remember. But look, you can even see my freckles on my face. That's how I didn't know my camera was in such poor quality last couple of days. Look, and look at this. You can see me now. You can even see that I have a little bit of a cowlick on my hair. What's up, y'all? What's up? I'm back. The goat. Wow, you guys are so y'all need to stop bursting bursting ego up there like that. I mean, I'm not complaining, but I love you guys. Welcome. There we're back. Okay. Why does the chat not show up here? Let me reconnect this as well. See, I'm so new to this whole YouTube chat viewer. Blah 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 blah. Settings. Connect. Change. Hold on. A little bit of a pullback here towards like to kind of kill off the end of the day. It's weird because you actually can like see the little plug in there. Please complete the login process in your browser. What? What? Who knows? I give up. You guys can see my beautiful face without the chat to the side over here. But look, it's like showing up on the side here, right? Oh, I guess it's not. Well, there it is. Took the short. And this is DD at like 56.19. I posted this everywhere today. I watch people all day long. Short from here, short from here, short from here. And I just tapped it right there. Look, I made some more money. Look at this. Made some more. There's some more. In and out. Well, this is getting annoying. I can see it on my screen. Love you guys. Thanks for coming back. Don't forget, smash the like button. Let's get this. Let's break our record. We've been doing 75 years in the afternoon stream. Did y'all see that I post in the Discord? We have tripled our viewership in like 3 weeks. Let me tell you something. You put a little bit of effort into the YouTube show. I really haven't put much effort into it. See what it does. Thank you guys for being loyal to the group. And also, I got like homemade carrot juice here. So this is my lunch. It's like super sweet and tart, which I like when it's super sweet. It is like really, really tasty. All right. I just took a quick scalp from here to here. This is the red line I wanted to see. Like wait till the targets you want. And this is the way that it goes. Well, let's see what's going on with this. Oh, there it is. There it is. Okay. There's the chat. You guys are there. Let's go. Now with Big Matt, can you see it? Oh, well, let's log in here too. It's so weird. It's like logging me out. I don't know. Who knows? Whoever knows what these things watch. Ready? Bing. Wait. Here? There you go. Heyo. We're back. Camera's fixed, music's fixed, sound is fixed, or fixed. We're in the mode of fixing things. Look, guys, I'm going to tell you something. Not only are we good at figuring out algos in trading. We figure out algos everywhere. Algos are our thing. Thank you for helping the YouTube effort out, friends. Here, this is really awesome of you. That wicked short off the DD band. It's like how we go. Why is res negative all these days? It just is. The index is moving faster than the stocks. It's catching up right now. But let me teach you guys something about resilience, okay? This is a fun little exercise. Resilience is used to scalp through the box, right? Let me show you something. All right. You guys know the trick, right? Let me pull up the cheat sheet. If you go to the Discord. Wait, there's like 30 people here and only 6 people like the stream? No, guys, come on. You saw my post? Get everybody like the stream. Every new person that likes the stream, a hopeful trading degenerate gets introduced to our little degen club. So smash it. Give us some love up there. I'll show you. I'll spit some fire real quick and show you guys something cool. I love teaching this thing. Go to your Discord first and foremost. Go to cheat sheets. Load up res. And there's a little cheat sheet on how it works. Let me pull it for you. Great question, right? What happens when your resilience number is bearish? Right? When it's bearish on the S&P, but that market's still rallying. Well, think about what resilience does. It tells you about a potential for the market to fail a gap and go or to continue a gap and go. It's pretty simple how it works. So let me just zoom in and put them like kind of side by side. The way that it works is that inside of this white box called the redistribution zone, resilience will show that inside the box, it favors up or down. All day today, it's been negative. So it tells me that the market wants to complete this move. It doesn't tell me that the market wants to sell off. It tells me the market favors being down here. However, some stocks are moving faster than the index. It's like big stocks can move while the index doesn't want to move. And you're seeing that, and you're seeing it kind of reflect towards the end of the day. But let me show you the cool trick here. It's not like it didn't work, because it actually worked twice. I actually made that short today because of resilience. When you're above the box, it fills the box. When you're above the box, it fills the box. When you're above the box, it tried to fill the box and tried to fill the box a second time, and then it failed. And I just give up on the effort and we let it ride, right? So sometimes, well, that negative resilience is telling me it's wanting to do that, as you see it did that, right? Does that make sense? What up, Mike Scott? Thanks, buddy. Does that make sense, Lucas? So while it still isn't like pointing at the fact that the market isn't like going down here and selling off, you could see it tried to do that. It just failed. So what resilience is used for is a try to do that kind of indicator. As this is being negative, anything up here has a desire to go there. Anything up here has a desire to go there, just like the cheat sheet shows. Well, it doesn't mean it stays there and stays there all day, or even makes its way there and turns around and reverses. You see how on the cheat sheet right here, that's exactly what it did twice. It actually did it twice. You guys see that? You'll see it twice. Yep. Questions? It wants to be here and stay down there, but clearly there were enough shorts covering or people buying to let it go. Yeah. Do I have to worry all day that it comes back down? Not really, because I use resilience usually inside the box. And while it is negative, it is wanting to come down to there. And while there was a squeeze throughout the day, it might try to realize some downward pressure as well, just because of that. But now the S&P, the stocks started making them very positive. So as of right here, the index, or the stocks finally caught up. So there's enough stocks that have been finally going to the upside of their boxes for now. And that's what we saw. But so even with negative resilience, as you guys know, I did take the short and I closed it there. Do you guys remember? That's the trade I made. And I got out of the way just because all of the things had support there, and the market's still, greatly bullish. I can short in a bull market, but I'm so careful about it. Both my winning trades today were shorts. And I watched some people today. I like to watch a lot of streams whenever I'm not streaming. I like to watch other streams. And boy, oh boy, did I watch some streamers get blown up here. I watched some big streamers try to short right here. Saw another big streamer try to short here. Oh God. Ugh. Look. I shorted here and closed there. That's trade number 1. I shorted here and closed here. That's trade number 2. So wait, be patient. There it is. There it is, right here. And I said it's a bull market all day. And why didn't I grab the bull run? There just wasn't a good bull entry to take. Like, I don't like to jump in on trends like this. I think that this newbie trading right here, to trade right here is what complete newbies do. I traded for something that made sense and something that made sense. And I don't chase a trend when it's going to fulfill. I just wait and then I take a trade that does make sense off of the pivots I want, right? So that's basically it. How do I determine resilience zone? I'm going to show you guys something funny. Every time you see me like dive into my computer like this, let me show you what YouTube likes to do to us. Right? Look. YouTube loves to put like a little heart emoji here for me. Like, why do I care about a heart emoji? I can't ever see the last word of what you guys type sometime. It looks like the word zone, I'm sure. How do you determine the resilience zone? The redistribution zone. It's pretty simple. Let me load it up here. It is zone. Okay, cool. What it is on equities, it's the close price yesterday, 4 p.m. and the open price today, 9:30. And then the half gap is the halfway point between the two. A very simple concept, but it's very, very, very powerful. These are such big high volume pivots, just inarguably how good they are. The open and close is your biggest pivots of the day, actually, with the highest volume. They really are. What up, friends? Did you guys have a good 4th yesterday? Had an amazing 4th. I'm not gonna lie. Well, the question is what I want to do from here. Now, what resilience does is it shows like the potential for the market to want to fill the gap, right? The S&P or the Nasdaq, whatever market you're looking at. But it doesn't necessarily mean it has to fulfill that and keep going. It tried to do the resilience trade twice. It tried to do it a 3rd time and a 4th time. So the first 2 actually succeeded, 3 and 4 failed. And that's when I just abandoned like all efforts to try to want to short this at all, period. And then I just tapped it at DD band, which is always a short. It's kind of like another rule, but it's a scout because it's a bull market. Get in, get out, and quick. And the only reason I touch it there, right, is because we have this. We have VIX and kind of a danger zone where I know that VIX is bullish for a little bit inside of here. Then I know I'm probably going to get a little bit of end of the day chop and volatility. Like even here, it's likely to be a second wave down. Just for fun, why don't we, for the hell of it, why don't we just take a stab at it with this paper account? Got one of these evals I still need to pass. Need to get 300 bucks on it. Let's put one contract on it. Yeah, that one right there. DD is an indicator that we have. It's literally one of the best predictable high volume pivots you can do. You get right here. Overnight, bot will post both of the numbers, the high and low. It's an exploit of the risk interval, which is basically an exploit of margin requirement. It's a whole new thing. A whole new school of thought we pioneered. But basically our bot just gives you the number and it's a pivot. Let me draw it real quick. Oh, I already drew it here. This is a funky little tune. There's 2 green bands that I draw, and that's where our pivots are. Love it, guys. So the question is, do we take a second leg down? I think maybe a second leg down might be appropriate. The question is, do we tap it a second time? Oh, I forgot to post in Discord that we were live. All right. Oops. I can't put the word everyone. I probably just blew all your phones up. Didn't mean that. Whoopsie. God. Sorry about that, you guys. I'm totally annoying the hell out of you. Sorry for putting everyone in all those posts. Cut and paste error. What's up? What's up, CZ? What's up? You developed a strategy? I did. I created this entire strategy. Well, me and the people on this team. So the team of the Rocket Scooter was a team of engineers that got together and built a trading platform, and we created a bunch of different exploits. So this green line right here is an exploit of something called risk interval. It's built off of margin requirements. The CME group gives us margin requirements. We came up with a method to find high volume pivots on it. And the bot posts them every day, and people will tell you these things are just pretty golden. How much do I need on this one? I need 2,000 to win this. So I'm trying to knock out another eval. I traded the PA account for the first time today for like what, 728. Let me edit that. 728 profit. This is the first day I've ever done one of these performance accounts for Apex. So I'm trying to see if I can like game the system here and beat Apex and make a little cash on it. Show you guys how to trade a trader funding program thing. I'm stocking up a bunch of these eval accounts, and then rotating into the funded accounts. Yeah. Our bigger strat called liquidity map. If you think that's amazing, check this out. Liquidity map is using options to find predictable volume and flow. There's a guide over here. There's letters. There's key letters. Look, oops, right here. Key letters. There's the guide. The algorithm puts the different guide there for people to see. And it shows you where the flow is and where the gamma balances are for market makers. So we invented this, and as you see, this blue line has upward pressure. This blue line is upward pressure. Just like it shows. What's going on? Yo, what's up, Omar? Dude, Fort was great, man. Sat there, watch fireworks from the balcony. It was good. Like, I live like right in the middle of the city, so the fireworks show was probably like 4 blocks in front of me. I mean, it was like fireworks were there just for me. It was pretty dope. Dan, Roby, you have the extended trial. How do I access the Discord? It's asking me to buy a membership. Oh, Dan, send me a message and I'll give you the roles manually. The transition from the old site to the new site, the Discord access may be interrupted for some people, so I'll give it to you. Omar, what'd you get for fourth? Did you have a good fourth? So what liquidity maps are the way that options are distributed. So what we actually do is we look in the entire, we have special infrastructure we built that takes options data. And from the options data, we dig out information that can help us isolate where market maker and dealer positions are and major banks. And so we look for liquidity pockets and illiquidity pockets. And with that, we can find gamma balances. We know which options are held by market makers and which aren't. And from that, we find their gamma exposure and we do market maker gamma exposure. And we pioneered that field. A lot of people are taking down that path right now, but the algorithm that finds which options belong to dealers is what our specialty is. So we kind of like reverse engineered a couple of things in futures, kind of like our original claim to fame. Then we moved immediately this way to try to create some things for options. Data is very powerful to have and to analyze. So I'm glad a lot of tech providers are out there that create stuff like this for you guys. So what it does, it shows me where pivots can be and where flow can be. Blue line is called hedge pressure. You might see some of the influencers out there using our tools. They love hedge pressure. It's like a fan favorite. It is just a gamma pressure that pushes away from it, depending on which way you are. So we're above it. So clearly the market is finding support there, just like it shows. So like dipping from open to blue, back to open, open to blue, back to open. That's this V right there. And you see that V took place just right there. So I utilize mixing like this and futures together to find the pivots I want to trade. So QQQ, kind of like exactly the same boat. I mean, you can't go wrong. QQQ is like right on point. NASDAQ looking exactly the same. Open, blue, open. There's that V. And then supporting at the open just continues to go. That's that 1A trade to the DD band, which is what we're trading to right now. Right there. And I just took a short off of that. Wait, did I get it? Oh no, I got $100. I'm not going to lie. The sunglasses are purely cosmetic. I can't see shit. Did I get it? Come on. Go. $50. It's so dark with these fucking glasses on. I can't see anything. I got to get to 2,000. I'm like 20 bucks away. Go. Close. Pass another one. Let's go. That's like number 17 or 16. I can't remember. I lost count. Oh, here. Oh, God. Man, I'm telling you. Yeah. All right. Let me get you button in Discord. Yeah. If you need access to Discord, let me know. I will get you. Dan, my man. I got you. Dan in Miami. Get your brother. Hold on. How many guys? How many did I pass? Is that 16? Is that 17? I completely forgot. Passed 17 of these eval accounts. It's not easy to do. I'm not gonna lie and tell you guys that it is. It's just not it's not as difficult as you may think. Members. Oh, there it is. Dan. Dan, I got you. You're good. Here you go. Boom and boom. Yeah, the automation portion, since we moved to the new site, the connection right here should automatically give you the roles, but it's severed because the new site is what gives the roles now. But the old site's what gives the deal. So I'm telling everybody that buys our sub, the 87% off is the old site deal. You'll have to manually give you the Discord. The new site doesn't have the ability to make that deal yet. So there we go. Does Discord give access to the pivots? Yes, it does. As a matter of fact, if you want just the Discord, We have a massive community that just does these pivots. You can skip the platform. Just go here. Look. Click that link right there that I just put in. This is for the Discord only. We actually used to make the Discord was like $200 to get all all the platform and the data and then all the indicators and stuff. And people were just like, I want access to your Discord. So we just decided to like open up the doors to the Discord and let people just join and hang out with the club. And we made it like something very cheap, like it was just $20, just so that it had something on it. And all proceeds go to developing the trading platform, which is really nice. So we're a community-driven project. We've grown almost to 6,000 members in the Discord. And so, you know, you guys buy the platform, it's awesome if y'all love it. We love you. If you just want to support the community and you join the paid Discord, it helps development. We have a whole team of developers that we have hired, 2 new ones this last week, actually, and building all kind of cool new stuff for you guys. So we're excited. I get me too excited though. I mean, you have good days and bad days. But what's neat about today and today's, let me show you the Nasdaqs really quick. Dan, are you good, bud? You got your access? So let me give you guys a quickie tour of the Discord. All right. And let's take off the funny glasses and put on the real glasses because I'm blind. I'm blind as a motherfucker. I can't see. I really can't see sometimes. So like about us, we're a community-driven project. My former life, I was a chemical engineer. I used to actually work in oil and gas. I actually taught at a university for a little bit. It was my engineering degree behind here, over there. And I got into trading in 2010 in the last financial crisis. You good, Dan? Awesome, bud. And then like we started a little geek club. People don't notice a lot about my story. You may not know this. I was one of the original moderators on Wall Street Bets back in 2015. I was one of the OGs over there a long time ago. And I didn't start it, but I was added as a moderator. I also used to co-run r stock market with Stock Jockey. So I used to be like a big Redditor for a long time. I used to be moderators in both those communities. And then we started a little geek club. It was a bunch of engineers actually. We were all just like data hounds, and we decided to get together to make a little team that could share more complex data, more analysis, not just like technical indicators and stuff. We were like, let's find something real. Right? Let's discover something real. And as the years went by, my community just grew, and then we started making tools to get the information out to people. And then we built the Discord, then we built an app, then we built a whole trading platform, and now we built a huge marketplace. The marketplace is this newest thing that we've done. I'll show you guys really quick. It's the ability for you to go and buy all kind of things from all kind of people. You can search for traders, trade rooms, indicators, teachers, speakers. Doesn't matter what they do. Everybody has something on here. Just click one. This guy has a Discord. You can buy it. You can buy all the stuff from us, read about it. We're just launching this. It's kind of like slow launched, but we're actually going to kind of push it out starting in 2 Mondays. And you can buy all kind of stuff like courses, scanner settings, indicators, things to people. So we even moved from trading platform to like marketplace stuff. So like this modularized place for people to get, there's a bunch of cool things, and read some reviews on, you know, stuff that's out there. All right. Discord, there's training. We've created a whole bunch of different exploits. They all do different things. You can come here. There's a summary page that tells you what they're all about. Each one of these indicators is predicting a high volume pivot somewhere. Predicting, like it's a line you draw, and it's high volume when you get there. We have courses that teach you how to enter a position using our different tools, resilience and liquidity maps and stuff. Different tools on how to exit a position. Today, an example is a DD band, one of those bands here. And then a whole section in risk management, how to manage a trade. Why did I pick one contract instead of 10? Things like that. How to make a trade plan, and then how to trade futures and options and all kind of other stuff in here. Pretty neat. We have a bot every night that will be posting these or creating these DD bands and the overnight dynamics, which are the lines you see on my chart. Not fully automated in the platform yet, but it will be soon. And then you get all that stuff there. So those of you guys that are in the community, every single night, right before futures market opens, we post these pivots. And let's show you what they look like on NASDAQ really quick. They all do different things, but they're all just basically predictable high volume. Each one exploits something completely cool and different. What is it? 381 and 390? Okay. 381. Forgive me, I didn't draw NASDAQs today. I was being a little lazy. And then oh, I'm sorry. That's the wrong thing. Yeah, I did 102, 123. Maybe I did. Hold on. 102, 123. That's way down here. So they're all pivots in a certain fashion. They're all used for the same kind of thing as entry points, right? Or exit points. MHPQ 351. Okay, 351 right there. I did draw that. Okay. So these are the two, we call these the DD bands. What these are, you're basically destabilization points. I made some reels yesterday and some YouTube shorts about these DD bands. I'm outside of here, the market's just unstable. Jack Hudkins, have been using auto trading programs? I never did use an auto trading program for the sole fact of they're really hard to create and they're easily tricked. Because a lot of times, especially most of them use candles. And the problem is that it's really hard to create a robust system that works in all scenarios. But the ultimate goal of creating a trading program is to create one that can work in all scenarios and actually have rules to turn it on and off. So it still requires a little human intervention, but I know it's possible to take what we've done to maybe program it into an algorithm and it's future goals, I guess. Do you use any pivot equation to enter any news trades in the last 2 hours of the day? Usually we teach you guys not to trade the last 2 hours of the day. These lights over here, red light means trade really small or sit out. There's a couple of warning signs in the market. Russell is breaking a key level. The S&P's past the 2 p.m. mark. So markets are random after 2 p.m. Let me give you like a quickie little speech. Okay. Markets literally. What does it say? Still in effect. Okay, I think it's no problem. Yep. So markets in general after 2 p.m. Eastern are actually random. There's a new phenomenon that took place whenever the exchanges started creating 0-day options that expire every day now in equity index ETFs. So an example is SPY used to have weekly options expire Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Now it's Monday through Friday for the first 2 weeks, and then Fridays only for the next 4 after that. And so now that options expire every single day, from 2 p.m. until 4 p.m., the majority of the volume that starts to increase in the market has to do with options expiration. You get options that are going to expire in and out of the money in firms that may or may not want to take the shares or may or may not want to take the cash. You don't know how they're going to behave in that situation. If they need the shares and don't have them, they got to run to buy it, and the market will continue to rally. If they exercise the position and get the shares and dump them, the market will crash. So the last 2 hours of the day are absolutely random. 100% random. Most of your technical indicators will actually fail in the last 2 hours of the day because the powers that be are exercising options positions on a daily basis now, and 90% of your options liquidity and volume is held up in that 0 day, that's expiring 2 day for those weeklies. So you're going to see the markets are going to fly random directions all the time. So past 2 p.m. is dangerous to trade. Make sure that if you're trading at that time, trade really small. And make sure your stops are set because it's more like a crapshoot at that point. So yeah, always in the afternoons. Power hour, power last 10 minutes, algo. This stuff is random. I watch people and streamers blow up their accounts during the last part of the day on a daily basis. You see somebody, it's completely hard to manage there. So me trading at the end of the day is why I only threw one contract at it. I didn't throw anything big. I didn't go in there crazy, just a little scalp. Because I know what's going to happen is random. And you'll look at my chart, you'll see in the last 2 hours of the day, you're going to start to see once that volume starts picking up, the market's going to be pretty random. And it's also very bullish, but it's just going to do random things. You don't know what it's going to do. And if you try to predict it, I promise you'll fail. It's because it's based on the exposure of the firms closing their positions and what they want to do when they close them. And none of your lines or shapes or patterns or elephant, rabbit, monkey, snake, dishwasher trend pattern is going to predict what a hedge fund's going to do with, you know, $6 million of the exposure to Apple options just expired in the money. You just won't know. But if you want your butterfly, square, cube, hot pink neon color laser beam light show on your chart to guess what that's going to happen, then you're a fucking idiot. Not you guys. Y'all are the smart ones, but you guys, everyone else is a fucking idiot. I know, and I'm really just, I know I'm throwing you under the bus, JFK, because I know you are literally committed to the dishwasher divergence signal. And I hate to use you like that as an example. It's silly, but you can still use your high volume pivots because they still will produce high volume. You just can't predict what's going to happen. And like the integrity of your indicators, this gets really bad. It's really hard to guess like how it's going to happen. Have I read Fooled by Randomness? No, Jack, but that sounds pretty cool actually. I like the idea of reading books that sound like that. Is it amazing? What's it about? I'm gonna look it up. Is it people that find nonsensical patterns and a bunch of noise? The hidden role of chance in life. It has a Malcolm Gladwell look to the cover. Who is this? Nassim Nicholas Taleb? Risk expert, polymath scholar, erudite raconteur, and New York Times bestselling author. I like the credentials of this guy, just make him sound like somebody I want to go drinking Dos Equis with. Read this. Look at this. Can I not leave a can I not leave a comment? What's going on here? He sounds great. Veteran trader, renowned risk expert, polymath scholar, erudite raconteur, and New York Times bestselling author. This is like somebody you'd want to like, you know, you would put like this guy and Ernest Hemingway and Jim Simons in a room, and these people just like with the Dos Equis guy, they'll like literally blow your mind how great thinkers together. Sounds like a very wise person. Actually, I'm going to order this book today. And actually the reasoning behind it sounds really cool. I'm a big proponent of game theory. Like I do a lot of research, independent research on that type of behavior in the markets. I love it. I'm a huge fan of it. He wrote Black Swan. Oh, he did. Oh, okay. I've heard of that. He kept telling everyone, but no one would listen. These are the kind of people that you want to listen to. The people that no one listens to. It's always the smaller, less popular person or team that makes the biggest impact and splash. They're too busy honing their craft. They're not too busy marketing themselves. They just make their good stuff and they work. Our thing was the most powerful thing in trading is where are the traders? The basic premise of trading is if I buy something, I need somebody to buy it after I do, and a couple more people to buy it after they do, and then a couple more people to buy it after them. And as long as that keeps propagating, my stock goes up. And as long as there's somebody willing to buy when I sell, then I've made money. All those pieces need to be there for you to win a trade. And it's the opposite for shorting, right? So part of trading is that if I need someone to buy after where I bought, then where are the traders going to be? You have no idea where humans are going to act. Zero idea. Humans are going to do random stuff. You guys are all going to do random stuff. What you can predict is what the machines are going to do. Very accurately so. The machines are run by market making institutions, big banks, liquidity providers. Their job is to provide stability and liquidity to the market. They all behave the same way, believe it or not. Everyone delta hedges sold options exactly the same way. No one deviates from that model. Black-Scholes is universally used, therefore it's universally exploitable. And all we did, you don't have to understand any of the stuff like options or any of that to know that every line that we pick is an exploit of something where we know algorithmic buying and selling is going to like be there. So we know buyers or sellers will be at any one of these lines we draw, and therefore there's volume. So when I'm trading, I only care what happens at these levels. Like everything else in the middle, this is dummy land. And I watched a bunch of streamers today shorting inside of dummy land, like all day long. People are just, and like up here, this is my sit out zone. But let me show you a trade I did take today. Right, let me pull S&P up. And the whole point is that why would you trade? Why if the stock market can provide to you levels that you know where traders will be exactly where they will be. This is the calculation that we put in Discord at 5 o'clock last night, and this is it. If I know traders will be here, why would I short anywhere else just randomly betting the market's going to fall? What a weak strategy. It's gone up, and therefore I think the market's going to fall because it went up. That's most people's strategy. It went up. I think it's got a short. Everyone today wanted to short. I didn't want to short. I just shorted because the opportunity was good. And the two places I picked just happened to work. But I didn't short in the middle. And there's just a lot of people that don't understand how powerful a bull market can be. And when I say powerful, I mean powerful. And I'm going to just show you guys something pretty cool before I listen to what y'all are saying about this book. Like apparently everybody here has read this book. So I'm excited to pick it up. Especially an audio book. I got the thing on the background while I'm coding. Ooh, like that idea. Like when markets go up, it kind of scary to newbie traders. I don't know why it is, but new traders come in and say, "Oh, market's at all-time highs. I think I'm gonna fade this." Everyone on Wall Street's buying and the market's going all-time highs, but me, the new trader with a year under my belt since COVID, feel like I'm gonna short this because I know better than everyone else on Wall Street. I'm gonna take my hard-earned money. I'm gonna short this market because it's at highs, and I'm just uncomfortable with that. I'm not 1 year since I've been trading for 15 years, but that's the trader is like, no, you know, the guy on my Discord shorting. I'm gonna short this. I think it's coming down. I just feel it. I have a year experience under my belt. I know what I'm talking about. I just feel it. Somebody's been trading as long as I have. Let me tell you what happens in a bull market. Bull markets stupidly run before they pivot and turn around. I mean stupidly. I mean like after the period of the 1970s when the S&P was like circling around this way. Let me make this where you guys can see this. This is a great lesson in how stupid markets can be. So just be on the side of stupidity. If I were to write a book, it would be called Join the Stupid Club. I've thought about literally calling my book that, which is just throw your money at anything long and wake up 50 years later and it's made money. As long as you diversify, the couple of bankrupt companies will be washed by all the ones that won. There's a solid rule in trading, and the rule is as follows. The indices always go up. Between now and forever, the indice, as long as there's civilization with an economy, the top 500 companies will always be performing as long as we have more people in our population. More babies, more jobs, more money, more liquidity. Shit goes up. That's just how life is. But if you actually look at the history of all the stocks, when people say stocks always go up, it's not correct. As a matter of fact, all stocks pretty much always go to zero. Just about every company that's ever existed in the history of companies, almost all of them no longer exist. So when you really think about it, you forget that part. All stocks pretty much go to zero with the exception of the ones that don't. But just about all of them end up going to zero. The companies just disappear, they go bankrupt or obsolete or whatever. But the stock market always goes up. So diversification is always a winning strategy. And stock market always goes up. And I'll show you an example of this. Like remember like in the 1980s, it's a great case study. You know, they had a big crazy little crash. You guys remember all that? Early 80s, big crash. And then the market kind of rallied off of that crash and then had like a year of selling. Doesn't this sound like something we just went through? Doesn't this remind you of something we just went through? COVID, crash, and then all-time highs, and then, oh, we're in inflation. There's 2 years of selling, and then this is October of 2022, and markets rally. Does this look familiar? And right here, we're at all-time highs, and everybody's like, well, in my limited experience in the market, I just feel uncomfortable. This thing's going to crash. Now, doesn't the shape of this look exactly the same? Like, you can put them side by side. This is 2020, this is 2021, and this is the end of 2022. It looks almost exactly the same. And it would have felt really weird if you're trading at, 100 S&P and it goes to 150 and it's all-time highs. You probably would say, market's a little overbought. Probably going to come down. Right? So I don't know if it would mean anything to you. And the 80s were a similar environment that we have now. It was after some economic slowdown, and we had like this kind of like new administration. There's all kind of similarities between then and now. But what ended up happening was quite amazing, because between 1980, I know there's the crash in 87, but between like 1980, when the market literally did this, and I don't know, the tech boom of the 2000s, there was roughly a 20-year patch where the market just went straight up. And imagine when the stock market literally went from, and the S&P went from like 100 to 1500. Like, never underestimate the stupidity of bull markets, and join stupid club at all times. The market went up 15-fold. Okay, by perspective, right? If we went 15-fold off of the crash, the S&P would be at 30,000 before it's done rallying. Don't underestimate the ability for people to jump in and chase a stupid thing. And it's not stupid, because where we are right now is just speculating a better economy. And we're in this really strange spot right now where we had a crash, we broke highs, recession. But the thing is that the two things that caused markets to crash already had happened. You had a crash, and then you had a recession. You don't usually have recessions back to back unless there is something that's destroying the economy and all the economic data points are good. Everything's getting better. Nothing's great right now, but everything's good and getting better. The GDP quarter-over-quarter growth is positive. Labor market's getting better. Inflation's slowly coming down. People are getting, unemployment is not going much higher. People aren't necessarily like flying in the jobs at high salaries, but people are not really getting laid off that much either. Companies are at all-time highs with plenty of money to spend reinvesting in themselves. The Fed is committed to no longer raising rates and will likely cut rates at the beginning of next year. There are 0 bad news data points and 0 things that could even pivot this market to turn around. What this is the start of a bubble. This isn't a bubble. We already wiped all of that margin here. When you wipe the margin by squeezing all these firms out, everybody basically resets at 0. This is the 0 point. So essentially imagine like everybody bought something like a crypto coin, and then it blows up and the couple people made money, and then it stops and stabilizes somewhere. That's the new 0. That's the new liquid spot. And so this is the new 0 point, which means this is the starting point. There's no, this is going to happen. The bubble has, like, the balloon popped right here, and then a bigger balloon came here and it's just starting to inflate. 6,000 by the end of the summer, 7,000 by next year, maybe 10,000 in the next 5 years. And I'm not joking. Unless something happened and a bubble needs to form, and it's going to ride off of the back of this AI craze, whether it's worth something or not. Don't underestimate the power of stupidity, because even if it's not worth anything, neither was the internet. Until it was. Okay. So don't forget, you may not see the utility of AI just like a fund manager in 1998 didn't see the utility of this stupid nerd toy called the internet. But it doesn't matter if there's utility. There is going to be a massive wave of stupidity off of AI. AI is going to create such a dumb market that for years of your life, you're going to walk up to the stock market and be like, how can it keep going higher? I've been there. I've seen stupid rallies before. This isn't stupid enough. This is just like, oh, we broke through highs. That's kind of cool. It doesn't feel bad at all. We came out of a long-term debt cycle correction. We had an immediate collapse in all margin. Then we had a recession. These are spaced 100 years apart, usually. These are spaced 7 to 10 years apart. Short-term debt correction, debt cycles. And we had a crash. The balloon is popped multiple times. People that are saying this is the top, I'm saying this is the start. And I've made so many posts about this, and it's funny because I kind of stood alone. Even back here, I used the monthly maps, right, and rock scooters to say that this was the bottom. And then that's it. So here's a lesson is don't underestimate the stupidity of bulls. Because when we stupid, we really stupid, and we have fun being stupid. We had a great time. And people will pile on top of each other, hand over fist as fast as they can in a bull market. And it will rally and rally. It doesn't just move up and then decide, okay, I'm done, it falls. Bubbles pop. There's not even a bubble right now. Everything's actually deflated. The housing market's down. New home sales are down. Wholesale inventories are up. Factory orders are down. Markets, the economy is on slow roll right now. There's no stupid thing everybody's piling their money into. Like the housing market when like people had 5 and 10 houses because of adjustable rate mortgages, right? There's nothing out there that's booming right now. AI just started taking off, but it's like the economy is on slow roll and it's starting to get better. We're pricing in the future now, which is a booming economy. And once it starts to become booming, people are only going to realize that they're going to find that there's really no catalyst to kick us down lower. And people have a hard time shorting this, and the short squeeze are going to propel this to the fucking moon. Because the market is overbought. Yeah. My indicators specifically state that the market is overbought. My RSI is at 85. That means the markets must turn around and sell off. I'm a market expert. You must trust me. My squiggly line on my chart knows everything about this market. Look, GameStop proved what stupidity can do to a market. Don't ever get in the way of stupidity. It's always better to join Club Stupid. It's the amazing club to be part of. To be the naysayer, like, it's got to come down, it's got to come down. You'll be right eventually at some point, but you couldn't trade that. Timing when humans are done being in a frenzy is the hardest thing you could possibly do. Case in point, next time you get in a fight with your spouse, try to predict when he or she will stop yelling and screaming at you. And if you can do that, then start shorting a high market. You can predict when irrational behavior stops being irrational. Then you have picked the wrong career. You need to go become a fortune teller or a genie for a living, because you can grant fucking wishes and predict the future. COT is still considered liquid even with green and blue slightly coming together. Yeah, it's actually very liquid. That's as liquid as it gets. You can't get any more liquid than that. All right, so I don't know if I'm going to take a second short off of these CD bands. I did pretty good today, all things considered. The PA account, which I first did, like I said, I'm only doing Apex strictly for views. You guys love to see this. Y'all wanted to see me crush it. People are like, Matt, I want to see you trade Apex. I do it. How do you win these things? I created a strategy that I think is going to work for this limited environment. And this is the first day I'm trading the actual funded account. So it's up 728. We'll see how that works. Robert says better on paper. Yeah, great stuff. Love you guys. What's up, RJ? Love hearing my thoughts. Just because we're high doesn't mean we can't go higher. That's it. What makes it go higher is people betting short and getting it wrong. The market loves to punish people that decide to bet short and get it wrong. I just think that the mechanism of what causes markets to crash, only one thing that causes markets to crash, it's that the market is overwhelmed with sellers, not people shorting, but people selling their longs. And the dealers drop the bid to catch the sell. And when they do that, it triggers other stops, which makes other people sell, which triggers other stops and makes people sell. And then the crash propagates that way. You need people to sell their long positions to crash your market. And let's see what the long positions look like. There's a simple little thing, and I'll teach you guys this one. Simple little tool that we use called the Commitment Traders. The CTFC publishes a weekly report of all open positions and futures. Let me get up here real quick. 2 rules of thumb. Green line. Let me make it a little easier for y'all to see. It's easy. You can learn this in 5 minutes. If you guys never read the TFF report or TFR report, learn it. Green and blue lines. What's up? Thanks for the follow. Oh. What's the tower, man? How's it going, dude? One word, 6 trillion on the sidelines. See where that last time we had 25 day on SPY, 2% day. Yeah, dude, it's been crazy with all that money on the sidelines. Tyreman's on it on Twitch. We got literally nothing but nowhere to go, but people just buying stuff. So this is the asset managers, the screen line. So Commando Traders is a report that publishes once a week. That's all the open positions and futures. This tells you more about the state of the market than anything out there. This is what inspired me to build Rocket Scooter and the tools that try to track dealers. We look at dealer positions in equities markets. This is actual reportable dealer positions in futures. Now this is the S&P. And the screen line is the asset managers. These are going to be like 401ks, pension plans, mutual funds, things like that, right? They pretty much only long the market, and they either hold stock or they get rid of stock. They don't short anything. This is the big fat zero line right here in the middle. And as you see, the asset managers pretty much in all times are the sum of all the reportables are positive, which means they're all buying stock. That's it. In this case, futures. The blue line, leveraged funds. These are hedge funds, contrarian side of the market. And the red line is what they call the sell side of the market, or the dealers, the market makers, guys in the middle. So the rule of thumb is pretty simple. The blue line and the green line tells a story. If you guys write this down, I swear to you, you will become masters of reading markets. Don't listen to anything else. Look at the positions, because the positions will tell you everything about the market. If they are pinching together or pulling apart, the market is very liquid, very liquid. If the longs are dumping their longs and the shorts are covering their shorts, then sellers and buyers have found each other. If the longs are going more long and the sellers are going more short, then the buyers and sellers are also finding each other. Both of these cases are called liquid, and this is a rule that you must write down, and the rule is as follows. Later, Tom. I'll see you later. What's up, Annie? Man, I love you guys coming every afternoon. Ready for this? Liquid markets do not crash. They've never crashed. They never will crash. They have never crashed before. They never will crash in your lifetime. Liquid markets do not crash. When the buyers and sellers can find each other, markets do not crash. They never crash. They never crash. They never will crash. When these two lines are doing this or doing that, they're not crashing. There's no crash, and it's impossible to predict when it's going to turn around. When they do this, the market is illiquid. When everybody's selling and everybody's buying, we call that illiquidity. Like the Beastie Boys album. And in times when they are both sloping down, you have a bear market with crash potential. It's so easy to learn this. But in times when they are fanning out, flat and parallel, fanning out, pinching together, fanning out, the market has been liquid ever since here, and the liquid markets do not crash. They don't crash here, they don't crash here, they don't crash here, they don't crash here, and they don't crash here, all you traders trying to short it today either. They have never crashed when liquid because the sellers find the buyers. The only reason the dealer drops the bid when people are selling is because there's no buyers and it has to be them. If it has to be them, they're going to drop that bid and buy it as low as they can. But if you're willing to be the buyer, you don't got to do anything. Number two, market makers themselves. When the net position of the dealer is greater than zero, in the history of this report, in the 20-year history of this report, the stock market has never crashed one time when the dealer position is positive. When the dealers are holding a net position of positive, the market's also never crashed. So if there's a condition, and you can go look at the history of this report, two amazing rules of thumb you can always learn. If you learned something today, like and sub to the stream, because we're going to be here every day. Teach you guys how to look at some futures, y'all. Let's refresh this. All right. In the history of this report, when this red line is above zero, the market's never crashed once. So in times when the red line goes above 0, I'll just circle it. It's really hard to zoom in on this one. The market's never crashed once. As a matter of fact, when the market started trying to crash and the dealers went positive in the spring of 2022, and then the dealers go positive again in October of 2022, the market found its bottom and didn't crash. Right here after COVID, once the dealers go positive, the COVID crash stopped, the market went positive right here. Once the selling started happening and the dealer goes positive, again, market rallies. Dealers are positive, the selling stops, the market rallies. When the dealers go positive, the market stops selling. Every time. And even here, the dealers were slightly positive here, and then the market stabilized, but then they went negative. And then when they're out of the way, they drop the bid during the crash. So while they're positive, the selling will stop at some point in the near term future. Like I'm talking the near quarter. Every time. So rule of thumb, look at markets do not crash. Rule number 2 is they doubly do not crash when the dealers are holding the bag. Never, never once. So then you ask yourself, and this is amazing, like I didn't know this. So now let's analyze what we got today. Yeah, shall we? What do you guys think? Asset managers from here are becoming more and more and more long. They're buying the dip. They're going long and going, and they're holding the fort. They're not selling anything right now. That green line is nice and flat. The blue line shorting against it. So very liquid market. There is liquidity here. All sellers are finding buyers, which is why we're not seeing the market crash. And also why we're seeing the VIX collapse, because there's liquidity. And when the market's liquid, it's not volatile. And VIX is in a perpetual state of decay because of the liquidity. They're inversely related. Okay. Number 2, dealers are so short right now because the buying power is so strong. Nobody is selling their positions. As a matter of fact, the net long being close to 1 million is at record high positional level. Million's very rare to see. You don't see it a lot. And the open interest has never been this high, especially the long side either. Million is hard to see, and even at 1 million, people are sitting pretty. You need to see the asset manager selling. See the market move. That it. So liquid markets do not crash. We're good. But yet everybody out there today is calling a high one to short. To me, I start shorting under like a couple of conditions. There's a couple of things I look for. Number 1 is I need this ratio to be less than half. It means the market's bearish. Greater than half, market's bullish. Bull market. I need to see SPY with negative monthly gamma, which means below this orange line, which we're above it. So most of your liquidity maps are going to be bullish. So stocks are bullish. SPY's hedging is bullish. Monthly map. This is looking at this indicator looks into the future. And by the way, I've used the monthly map to call tops and bottoms in the market all day long. This is what you use when you want to call a top and bottom. This is our strongest tool for looking into the future. It's very predictive at what it does because it's just showing you where options landscape has changed. And these are actually where the dealer options are spread, the landscape of it. When this gray box is sloping down like it is, then the bulls are longing even further from here. So people are, the bull side is so in the money that's going to force a bunch of people longing. And we look at the top of the bear side while it's sloping down in the short term and the long term. These are bears squeezing. So in the S&P alone, longs are buying every dip through September. And bears are covering every short through September with very little volatility in between. Maybe some pockets of volatility there and there. But for the most part, it's nice and tight. The space between these boxes indicates the presence of volatility. Where'd my camera go? My camera's gone. It shut off. Hold on. What's going on? My camera just decided to shut off. That's weird. I know you guys missed me. I'm back. So to read this, there's a little printout that we give you in our Discord. A little thing called cheat sheets that'll give you all this info. And monthly maps are like this. It shows you if bulls are longing more over time or exiting positions. So it's like that commit traders I just showed you. You're looking for like sloping, unsloping, pointing together, things like that. And this will show you how the equities is set up. Bull side getting stronger, bear side getting weaker, and pinching together, the volatility is decreasing. So like even the positions through the rest of the year are still bullish through September. There's no signs right now. Even at this current price, it's in a bull zone, these dark grays. It's bullish all the way through the end of the year. It doesn't even pass through a bear territory. If price were to stay right here, this is bullish for this year. That's why I'm saying this is a bottom. This is the bottom of the rally. This is not even a stopping point or a top. This is the starting point. It'd be a really strong rally. All the evidence is there. That's how we do it, guys. Hoping you guys join the stream here and learn some stuff. Man, a bunch of new faces here. Better on paper. What's up? What's up? Love hearing your thoughts. Just beware high. Doesn't mean we can't get higher. That's awesome, Matt. Love it. Thank you, Annie. See y'all next week later, Tom. Appreciate the detailed explanation, Robert. No problem. Glad to help. Pseudo ES and Q margin requirements increased. Really? It's interesting. We'll post the new DD risk intervals tonight. Hanger, what's up? Strange, I've never seen your daily streams and type in live futures trading into the YouTube search. We never really like put a lot of effort into marketing our stream. We just kind of existed. And people found us through word of mouth. So it's kind of cool that we finally started, like last week, we started creating content and pushing YouTube. So to get more people in here. First time seeing it today. Well, thanks, man. I'm actually one of the OG streamers. I've been doing it since probably 2016, but we took a long time off of YouTube to build this trading platform. And so we're back. Do you all trade prop firms? I don't know about a lot of people here. A lot of them do, I think. I only trade usually my real account, but this time I'm doing a prop firm challenge just to give it a go. I'm doing a challenge to see if I can get 20 Apex eval accounts. It was like get 20 in a week. So in the first week, I passed 15 of them individually. I did them all one at a time. And then I think I've done like maybe 2 or 3 more. And I converted 1 to a funded account. These things are not for experienced traders at all. Taxes are terrible on the money, and they take a split of the profits, but everyone trades it. So I'm doing it to show newer traders how to like game this whole system. Yeah, mostly a lot of people here trade their own accounts. Like we have a lot of diehards, and our community is mostly like the real futures traders. So a lot of these trading communities out there are like a younger crowd or whatever. Ours is a very, people call us very like highbrow, like we're snobby futures, like realists. So really most of the people here are real futures traders and real career traders or full-time traders. A ton of people here. We're gonna find the Discord. Yeah. We'd love for you guys to support the Discord. All proceeds of this go into developing the platform further. So we're building all kinds of cool tools for you guys. Appreciate y'all supporting the Discord. It used to be $200 paywall to get in, to get all the stuff, to only access Discord, because that's how much it was to get all the indicators and the platform, the data and all that stuff. But we did this thing to make it easy for you guys, to make it 20. We were like, people want to join the Discord and just join the community, even just to learn and read all the stuff and hang out with people. So we decided to make it like a very modest $20. And that's full access. You can hang out with the community and crew, and click that link right there. $20. And you get full access to the Discord. It's a pretty awesome community. There's a ton of traders in there. There's a lot of community leaders in that Discord too. Like they run other communities and stuff. You really meet a lot of really good futures traders in our group. So the question is what I want to do from here. Normally at the end of the day, I take those DD bands, scalp shorts, and that's it. I always trade off of this. This is predictable, high volume, just like always. When you touch this band, it spikes. But I don't short for a reversal off of DD ever. I just take scalps off of it because it's a good place to scalp. The question just usually, you know, that I always have is how are we going to close? And market's kind of closing a little stronger than I like to want to even short this. I'm probably just going to sit out. How do I know the future? Dude, like I mean, I'm from the future. I built a time machine. I have a DeLorean, which is a car from the 80s. It runs on scrap waste and plutonium. And I went back in time. Originally, I landed in 1955, and I got to watch my parents meet each other. But then once I straightened everything out, I just landed in 2024, and I'm taking my trading knowledge to the population. But I'll tell you, in 2050, where I'm from, there's actually flying cars. People don't trade with their hands anymore. It's all with your mind. You wear these like headsets. Hoverboards still don't work because you can't pull magnetism off of concrete. What a silly concept. But I do have the almanac, and that's what I brought that forward. So we have flying cars. They just they just fly once. That's so funny. They fly, but they only fly once. That's too hilarious. But the one thing that's neat that you can do, which is what we do, is an option. Example, somebody buys an option. I bought a SPY option for 570. And if it closes in the money and I want the shares, then I have a right to buy 100 shares at that price, 570. If somebody sold me the option, they don't have any right to do anything. If I want those shares, they have to give it to me. So the idea that options tell you so much information that somebody has to do something is a consistent thing. So like our approach is, with that specific idea, what other things are consistent? If somebody has to sell you those shares if you exercise, what other things do people have to do, right? And a lot of our research has dove us in those areas, which is why we can create a bunch of tools that predict where volume is. It's not really predicting, it's just exploiting known consistent things. You know, there's always going to be a buyer or seller at a certain point. And each one of these levels here, there's going to be algorithmic activity or something's going on. This is where that volume is. This is that pivot I talked about. My tweets from this morning from right here were saying, yeah, we're going to 56.19. That's what I was looking for. So like the whole point is just to find, to try to find where volume is based on mechanical stuff. I mean, it's just math at this point. It's nothing like magical about it, but it's really strong because you can get so much information from it. And people didn't really go the route of doing options analysis to trade futures. Like I use SPY options to trade S&P futures. Which sounds kind of weird, but it works. It's actually really powerful at what it does. I can sit out in places that don't matter. I can hit the market in places that do matter. I can avoid the noise. It's pretty good stuff. Are these bands similar to call walls and put walls? Not necessarily. No, not similar. These bands are based on margin requirements. And so margin requirements are set by clearing firms. And clearing firm is like the part of the futures industry that guarantees that like when you make a trade, you put money in the trade, that someone else, the counterparty, puts money in the trade. And clearing firm just guarantees that people have the capital to make that trade happen. And the clearing firm has a minimum margin requirement they can set. And the CME group, which is the exchange, sets that minimum requirement. So CME group will change that margin up or down. We had a margin requirement increase today, so I'm reading, based on a lot of things. And so we know what a lot of those things are. We know all of them. We know what they are. And we know that a lot of those things predict where risk is in the market. And because of that, we created bands off of margin requirements. And they're very actionable. Today's a perfect example. We walked right up to it and tapped it. These bands are published every night in the Discord. So in about 2 hours, I'll be publishing tomorrow's trading bands. Walls are based on options. So like if you buy a stock from the market and a dealer takes the other side of your position and they're going to go buy options to hedge that. And we're also looking at those options in the equity side. So like these bands are futures and walls are equities. It's a little bit different there. So it's freaking cool. Well, the problem is like all this neat stuff. It's cool to explain what it is, but the idea is like, how do we get it to you guys where it's simple and you don't have to take like a extended PhD course in options, right? So the idea is pretty simple, is that these pivots are just the only place I trade. I enter and exit at them and don't play anywhere else. What's up, Steve Zero? Matt's a sharp dude. Followed some of my calls in the past. Oh, well, appreciate the niceness. Thanks, buddy. I love you guys. You guys are super cool. So yeah, we're trying to build this afternoon stream out. So come every day, come in the morning, come at night. Or in the afternoon when we trade stream. There's the link pinned at the top, which gives you access to the tools if you guys want to check it out for a month. We only made it $35. So that, again, you guys can support it. And the growth, like the community came together. We built this, and our community is like 6,000 members strong and tons of user accounts. The platform has a lot of capacity to do a lot more stuff in it. And as we're just building out, you guys support us. We love that. We're gonna keep going. You can make about like 1K a month and making $50 per day reasonable trading. It's very reasonable. Making any amount per day is reasonable depending on how much money you have. The question is it reasonable against the money that you have to waste or lose, right? It's easier to lose 50 bucks a month or 50 bucks a day if you have 10,000 in an account. That's harder if you have $500 in the account, right? IWM, yeah, let's check it out. But I mean, it's not reasonable. The whole point about trading is being consistent, right? And I'll tell you, these Apex account things I'm doing, I'm trading a lot more than I normally do. My real account, I'm very picky. Like I trade and I trade hard, and my gains are big. When I hit it hard, but I don't hit it every day. But then that's when people say, well, I didn't know you even were a streamer, because people like to watch these big paper numbers fly up and down with all these streamers. It's all fake money. But a real trader is going to take their time and trade smarter and only trade when the edge is there. And you guys will see that over here. These Apex, I'm over trading more than I normally would. So it's just IWM weakness today. I think that's pretty healthy in general to see money rotating from the bigger indices into Russell. But when you see the Russell pulling back, and like today, you seeing like NASDAQ and the S&P go up, the sectors were pretty spread all over the place. There was no like uniformity there. Let me see if I can load it up real quick. I think it was the XLY. No, the XLC. That was the one that was killing it. So the sectors are all over the place. Number one, there's a huge rotation out of energy and into communications. So like the biggest components of the NASDAQ is communication services. You know, obviously this is gonna be your Meta was through the roof today, about 5%, right? Google, healthcare, and tech. So the biggest three components of NASDAQ: tech, comms, healthcare. So Nasdaq was looking great. The Russell's a more diversified index. It's got everything in it. So when you see people just rotating into these hot stocks and kind of just pulling a little risk out of the Russell, it's a little more alarming than I'd hope, because you'd want to see, but it's kind of expected for now because the market's not like at that stupid bullish point yet either. People are still taking some caution, and the Russell is not, there's opportunities everywhere else, and people have plenty of money on the sidelines to spend on stuff. They're taking the stable, secure things first, and once those things have exhausted, then they move to the Russell. It just shows that the bigger stuff hasn't stopped moving yet. And I think it's just that the small caps aren't where the growth is, and I think people see that all the growth is in tech and telecom. The bigger companies, at least. So all the money's flooding into that, and the Russell's just getting no love. But I just don't think it's like it's kind of alarming that people would be moving out of the Russell and into the bigger cap stuff. Other than that tells me, you know, not as stable as I'd like and more bubbly-ish to chase some big companies at the higher highs than they were at. In the healthiest of markets, you would see profit taking in the bigger indices and then rallying in the Russell as money safely moves into the riskier stuff, the better things are. So right now, to see just a little bit of selling in Russell, I would call it, like, if it did this for 2 or 3 days, I'd kind of start calling like a local top in the market for like maybe like a little relaxation point. You would want to see the Russell kind of go up with the rest of the stuff, but people are just being very picky right now, and I guess that's all we can see. Inconclusive. I wish it was better though. What are my thoughts on Bitcoin? I wouldn't trade that stuff with a 10-foot pole if you paid me to. I'd own it if I felt the utility was in the near term. I'd own a bunch of crypto for the long haul if I wanted to. I'd put my money into 20 different coins, spread it out, hold it for 20 years. But as far as trading goes, I think there's better things to trade. More liquidity and index products, futures, much better. Trading crypto is just hard because the liquidity is not there. There's regulations aren't solid. It's very unstable. So trading unstable stuff is just hard to trade. Like getting in and getting out, pick a different vehicle. That's what I tell people. Trading crypto is hard. Investing in crypto, that's a different story. The only reason I don't invest in crypto, even though I do believe it's a decent investment, is because I don't feel like the utility is there yet. It's too early. And all it takes is the government to say the stuff is illegal, and then my investment goes to zero. So it's like, the bet is too risky for me to count on it until a couple of things. Like once it's considered like a widespread thing, you can pay your taxes in Bitcoin, then I'll probably want to start investing in it. When the government accepts it as a form of payment to pay your taxes, then that's when it's like legitimized, right? You've been holding it for 7 years but never trade it. Yeah, dude, same thing, man. I would like hold it and I would never trade stuff like that. That's like just like trading a penny stock, man. It's so volatile, and like I'm gonna tell you, I make more money off of 5 and 10 point moves in the S&P than in a month than a Bitcoin trader probably does in a year. You might get lucky on a home run, but that just there's so much. It's not stable to trade. It's like park your money and wait. That's my philosophy if you believe in it. Thank you, Matt. What's up, JD? Congrats on the success. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Steve, I think you nailed it. People are staying in these cash-rich companies and just sticking with the safe play. I mean, I think it's just because the market and the reasoning is that Wall Street, I think everybody feels the market's bullish, but it's like nobody wants to make the first big move to do anything. People are just kind of holding on right now. And they've parked their money, and they're going to have to wait for some time to see the shorts squeeze out to keep some waves going higher, I think. So you're not seeing people are protecting their cash, I think, right now. more than like diversifying crazily. I think people are like, okay, if this thing dips, I'll buy it. And so I think that's why there's not a lot of push right now, because there's no frenzy. And I think the frenzy will come once the market just trickles higher and higher and higher, and then people get in that, okay, I don't want to miss out mentality, and then things will go. But I think you're right. Market's willing to confirm inflation. Yeah. So I don't think I'm going to do anything. Any more trades today? Yo, come on. So this is the range for today. We're going to close somewhere in here. Who needs access to the Discord? You guys want to join? It'd be great. Support the community. Like I said, it's a humongous group. I'll tell you, all your favorite streamers, a lot of them are Rocket Scooter customers too. A lot of people use our stuff, believe it or not. We just were like the kind of quiet, invisible group on the side that really didn't do much marketing, but we're pretty big, at least in the community. 6,000 people, so you guys can welcome join anytime. Similar closing action here. Liquidity map's still solid. Russell. Yeah, kind of untradeable. I don't know. What do you guys think? The only possible trade would be to, anytime I bump into like a target like this on a bull day, I usually take that first reaction short, but I don't bet any further than that. Michael says, how do I join the Discord? Oh, easy. Hold on. I need your link. Click here, and it's only $20. Looking for this bull zone bottom right here in VIX. This is when we're below here, VIX is like nice and safe. I don't believe that spontaneous volatility is going to come out of this towards the end of the day. Chill. My camera keeps shutting. For some reason, my camera is like powering off. Maybe it's on a timer. I don't even know. I'll have to look at it. Not a bad price. Oh. I don't think it's gonna do anything. Yeah, so I had my camera settings earlier today to try to get it like clearer and nicer, and it wasn't focusing on my face. And now it's better. But now it's like mysteriously shutting off every once in a while. I have to see if that's something setting or whatever. What positions are you guys in right now? Anybody short? Anybody long? Oh, I'm supposed to go get Cajun food at 3 o'clock. Let me make sure that's still a thing. Never mind. They're going to the city. Oh. LOL. Never mind. Okay. So in Houston, there's a Houston in New Orleans has a place called Brennan's. It's a amazing Cajun. If you guys ever been to New Orleans, Commander's Palace, right? That big fancy famous restaurant there. The Brennan's family owns that. So the Brennan's like not far from my house here in the city in Houston. And girlfriend has friends in town. They were like, yeah, we're going to Brennan at 3 o'clock. And she's like, oh, that's early for dinner, but yeah, we'll join you. My family's from Louisiana. I'm born and raised in Houston though. But yeah, we like my whole lineage is Southern. So like I'm Cajun French. I have hundreds and hundreds of relatives all in this area. Mostly from like the border and the Baton Rouge area. So a lot of my current relatives, my grandma's side, my dad's mom's side of the family, all migrated to a place called Lake Arthur, which is like right on the border, Texas, Louisiana, and then like that whole area. And then my family came to town in Texas. A branch of my family split off from Texas, ended up founding a city called League City down in southern Texas, kind of close to Galveston. So my family, the Cowarts, or the League City's founding family. So there's a creek named after, I don't know, some distant relative of mine. Your bro lives in Lake Charles? Oh, cool. Yeah. Where are you from? You're in the middle of the state? Cool. Yeah, so Brennan's. So the funny thing was she thought they were going to Brennan's, and I was like, oh man, I'll give me some Cajun food any day of the week. I'm like, 3 o'clock? Sure, I'll go there. But what they actually said, because they're out of town, they're going to Brenham, which is a city outside of Houston, not Brennan's the restaurant, where Bluebell ice cream is made. That's all they're known for in Brenham. And they're going to visit the Bluebell factory. She's like, false alarm. It's not Brennan's, it's Brenham. It's like, oh my. Go get some Bluebell ice cream. So my heart's broken. I wanted some Cajun food. Go Tiger, some Nola. There you go. Close out of everything. Justin's out. Deep hanger. You're short on YM. Cool. I could use me some good Cajun food right about now, though. I was pretty sad that the first half of the summer, man, crawfish were expensive and tiny. Y'all crawfish eaters here? Did y'all notice that? Tiny, expensive. Apparently they don't breed in the heat. It's a terrible, terrible year this year. You long in Q today. QQQ test of hedge pressure closed out and flat the trading account. You long Livewire long this morning. Nailed it. I'm texting my girl that I stole my Brennan's. Seriously. So guys, don't forget to sub to the channel if you haven't yet. We're here every morning, bright and early. I do so many trading challenges. Like one of the things I like to do. The community usually tells me, hey, can you do this or do that? And he did it. One of the challenges I did on the stream in 2019 was 5K to 50K. One of the challenges I did was to take 6,700 bucks as far as I could. We call it the million challenge. I said, could I turn a moderate amount of money into a million? The very last stream that I did, the account was at high, so we left YouTube to make this trading platform actually to focus on that and started streaming on Zoom instead. And that account had peaked like around like 90,000, something like that. It took like 9 months to get there. Then now people are saying, can you do these? Can you do trader funding programs? So I did one time. I did elite trader funding. I did two of the statics and one of the drawdown accounts, and I only did 3, and I passed all 3 of them first time. And I never even traded them, the accounts, the live ones, to make money. As soon as I passed the challenge, I just kind of like threw them out, called them. I was like, all right, you guys can cancel the accounts. I don't want them anymore. And they were like, huh? You passed it. Don't you want to trade them? And I was like, nah, not really. No thanks. I got my own account. I'm good. Like, okay, if you want to cancel them, but you passed, you can funded accounts now. You can go trade them. It's like, I'm not really doing that. I don't really do these things, but I just wanted to show off to see if I could. Did that. Bunch of streamer influencers are like, everyone should enter the Robbins Cup, Global Trading Championship, blah, 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 blah. Let's all do it. And I did it. I got this far. I placed on the leaderboards in the Robbins Cup, and then when found out not anyone else really entered, they were just all talking smack for no reason. And I kind of just lost interest in it. I think I'm going to go back, like I tell people, probably October, November, and go back and then really press on the Robbins to actually try to win it just to see if I can. And then now people said, can you show me how to make money in Apex? And I said, sure, why not? So I went to the drawing board. I kind of sat there for a weekend and plotted out a strategy I was going to use. And then now I'm doing it. So now the strategy is to get 20 Apex accounts like everyone's doing, and then trade one of them funded and try to make money on it. So this one today is the first one. Sorry, the second one here is the PA. This is the funded one. That's it. Am I the best of the best? Nah, I'm like remarkably average, but I'm really good at risk management. That's what I tell people. But I like to challenge myself and do different things just for fun, and this is why like you guys tell me what y'all want me to do and I'll do it. Is there any reason to change how you trade once you're up to 10 plus futures contracts? I don't think, not really. I don't think you really start to cause issues or create additional effects for yourself. I haven't noticed it, and I trade more than 10 all the time. I would say that if you're trading like 100 at a time, you start to make a blip on radars as, you know, someone that's significant, holding significant risk in the market, where you might feel like traders are trading harder against you. But I think in the 10, even 20 range, you can practically still be invisible. At least that's how I feel. Like, I don't feel like if I just long 20 right out the door, that the market's trying to squeeze me, than if I long 2. It feels exactly the same. I've had the same luck with 20 as I've had with 2. And so it makes me feel like in that range, you're just as invisible as anything else. Well, that's just my experience. But one, you know, I've never really pressed that hard though. 100 contracts is not something I normally do. So I wouldn't know. But I would assume that once you start getting to those levels, 100 plus, 1,000 plus, you're really starting to create a lot of moves in the market just yourself, right? Yeah. Yeah, like at that point, the notional value gets to be fairly noticeable, right? But yeah, just anecdotally, man, I never really felt like 10 contracts really made me visible at all. I still felt really practically invisible. Tons of emails. I gotta catch up on this. Oh my goodness. So we got the platform today. So yeah, you have to go to the legacy website still if you bought the deal. That's kind of the one of the downsides. The deal is we can't make that deal on the new site yet. It's something they're still building. So you still have to buy it from the old site, and the old site's gonna have like access there. Gotcha. So if you click that link up at the top of the chat, you'll see that gives you access to the platform. But the login is actually at the legacy website. So it'll be legacy.rocketscooter.com, the older site. And that's just to get you guys that kind of cool deal. Stock options, there's a point where you have to register as a large trader for over 20 million a day or 2 million shares. I don't think you're in futures. I don't think there's something like that. You're only reportable if you're a reportable entity. I don't think there's a size that makes you reportable like there is in stocks. Now, I don't know what the category is for the CFTC has an other reportables category for the Commandment Traders report. I don't know if the other reportables includes a non-institutional trader of a certain size. That's a good question. I don't know. That I don't know. I trade futures on the Rocket Scooter platform. I could trade futures here, and the Apex thing I have to trade on TradingView. I mean, Trade of 8. Our own platform, if you have a CQG account, you can actually trade futures through our own platform here. If you have CQG. So you connect your CQG account here and you can trade through it. Let me talk to my dev really quick. How's it going? Yeah, this is Trade of 8 in the corner. Yep, that was here. There's that break. Yeah, no shorting. Not mean nothing at all. Not touching any of this. 16 to 24 was my range that I was looking at. Strong bull market. Volatility and decline. Pretty solid, easy day today. It's so crazy that the market goes up and my two good trades are shorts. They will love it. Oh, my browser has memory leaks on it. Wait, let me reboot or reset this. Oh. I got too much stuff open. Yeah, that's better. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you something. In general, this has been a fun trading day. So it's a fun trading week and a fun trading journey. You guys are helping us blow up this channel. It's so nice. I really appreciate you guys coming here. If you haven't yet, don't forget sub to the channel. Click the thumbs up button on the stream. We'll hang out till the market closes. We got like 12 more minutes here. But give us a little love on the algo there. We're doing a lot of stories and shorts, like short form content with little neat little tidbits and stuff. If you guys give us a follow, maybe leave a comment there. Our little media team would love and appreciate that. They're putting a lot of work into it. I'll say our channel is like tripled in size in the last 3 weeks, which is incredible. Or not 3 weeks. Tripled in size in the last week. Our viewer base, everything else are growing pretty quickly. So we appreciate you guys helping out. Sub to the channel. We're live on Twitch. We're live on Twitter. Link to my Discord. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I need to get really good at. This is for you, Towerman. We just started doing Twitch, so I'm forgetting that I have a Twitch chat that I have to look at. So there, that's for you. Check out. Actually, I need to load up Twitter, I guess, also. Wow, we have a pretty decent viewer list on Twitter. A lot of people showing up. 227. Not bad. You folks here watching on Twitter, feel free to say hey. Give us some love. Over there. I'll post a link to our Discord on Twitter. Let me do it real quick. You guys want to support development of our kick-ass platform? All right. Anyways, you guys. Oh man, camera's looking good. I think it's better this way. Nice and clean, nice and solid. Love having you guys around. This is fun. I love streaming. Have a good time with you guys. Ooh. Don't forget tonight, I'm writing down some times for you. 5:45 p.m. Eastern. DD Band's post. You new folks, pay attention to there's a channel. I'll ping everybody when it comes out. You can see those details when they come out. Okay, here's the 10 minutes until close. All the MOC orders just came through. The others are starting to reprice just to see where we close out. I think we push in the close. I think we melt up in the close, but we'll see. Clean day, guys. Super clean. Appreciate you guys coming through and hanging out with us every single day. It's mind-blowing. Appreciate all the growth. We're getting like 20, 30 subs a day. Wait, no, I'm sorry. More than that. Yeah, something like that. Just slow growth. We just started like pushing out on YouTube pretty hard. Can we go over here? Maybe I'll take yeah. Get away from here. So sub to the channel, give us some support. We're here every day, 2 times a day. There goes my camera again. I need to figure out why it's doing that. The mode I picked keeps shutting off. Great bull market, super strong, super long. No shorting, no selling. All you want to see, all that good stuff. The posts on GameStop are so ridiculous. There are like entire communities still hasn't. They're like watch roaring kitties every move and every tweet looking for clues. It's like a scavenger hunt, like an escape room scavenger hunt, cryptic message, like an alternative reality game or something. It's great. People are like, I don't know. I don't want to be like taking the fun away from the kids. Let them have their fun, but I'm gonna tell you, I see stuff, the whole GameStop thing now. It is what it is, right? But the belief from some people is that it's on its third leg. It's the real rally's about to happen. Like they got their big ass trade where GameStop went from, you know, 0 to like $500 or $700 or whatever it was. And then a lot of people bought and held the bag, and then the universe felt, literally God himself felt bad for all of these kids, and he created a scenario where GameStop went from fucking 0 to $70 again, and people are still holding. They didn't listen to God, who said, I feel bad for all of you. I'm giving you an out. I created an invite so you can get out safely. Feel, nope. I'm waiting. The big one is yet to happen. For some reason, it's gonna fly. It's a big move hasn't even happened yet, apparently. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Oh. He's doing a Ready Player One type game. So I'm looking at these. The thesis is just incredibly interesting. Wait, where did the thing go that I was looking at? There's something there. Some of the things are like, just so interesting. I lost the thing I was looking at, but there's some of these theories people have. I mean, it's just something else. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Here it is. Again, not knocking anybody. Let's make sure this person doesn't follow me, because this person doesn't follow me. Here you go. Maybe they're doing it for content. I don't know. But I come here and read, and it's like, call your mom, something's cooking on Jimmy. There's all these theories. Like, there's so many things that are just moving to the moon with no thought, no crypto, nothing. You throw your money in Nvidia last year, you're rich as hell right now. Okay, but let's read this. Net premiums in million. There's something brewing in GameStop. There's some magical thing about this one stock again. Lightning's going to strike 3 times in the same place. Guys, we promise. Hold the fort. Hold the fort. Let's go. Again, let's monitor all the whales, net premiums. I don't even know what this is, but whatever it is, something's going up. Let's get ready for it. Shorts are going to get squeezed. GameStop's on the rise again. The stuff that shows up on my feed. There's no more GameStop stuff. Was there a lot of... There's like a lot of chicks that are showing up. They don't even follow. Zach Morris reposted. Oh, that's why. I'm like, why is there a lot of girls on here that I don't follow? Okay, that's why. The Twitter feed has a lot of recommendations. Meta, Mark Zuckerberg post. That was really cool. Yeah, it's lots of weird things going on in the GameStop. And it's just like people are just still looking for signs that for some reason the big move is about to go. Market closes in 2 minutes. Yeah, I don't know. And then when Roaring Kitty posted the picture of the dog, it's like, I analyzed the font color of the dog. It's the same, or the font, the background hex color, the same as the Chewy logo. He's long Chewy, and it's just like, it's become a really fun game now. But I think it's much more affordable and effective to actually just learn trading and go trade anything than it is to keep hoping that market's gonna rally, everyone's gonna get rich on one single stock. That ship has passed. It's never coming back. It's a once in a lifetime event. No one's ever gonna get caught off guard again shorting a stock. People learned their lesson. Melvin taught everybody what can happen to their funds. So nobody out there is shorting themselves with stupid exposure like that again. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, market's over. Market's closed. We're done. We're out. Love you guys. All right, don't forget, sub to the channel over here on YouTube, or give us a follow over on Twitch. We just opened our doors to our Discord. Only make it a simple, easy, affordable $20. Nothing big. All proceeds go to developing this trading platform. It used to be $200 to get past the walls there to get in. So very inexpensive community at this point. Join us. Very big group of people, all real traders, just killing it. They love it. Big research community, making all kind of cool tools for you guys. And the Rock Scooter Marketplace is launched. We have all kind of neat things coming out down the pipeline for you guys. New features on the platform coming out soon. The DD tables coming out with the automated DD bands on the charts by Monday, and that'll be fixed, and then we're good. So we'll see y'all later. Love you. Thanks for tuning in. And don't forget to follow, like, and leave a comment. Appreciate you.